Most people have a morning routine. They wake up, drink water, maybe meditate, maybe exercise. They protect the first hour of the day with intention and care, and then they spend zero attention on how the day ends. That is the mistake, because the morning you wake up to tomorrow is not built in the morning, it is built tonight, in the last 30 minutes before you close your eyes, in the small decisions you make when your guard is down and your willpower is gone, and the day has already taken everything it wanted from you. The Sensei has a word for what most people do in those last 30 minutes. He calls it collapse. Not rest, not recovery. Collapse. The passive surrender to whatever screen, whatever noise, whatever stimulation is closest and requires the least effort. And collapse, the Sensei teaches, is a seed. It grows overnight, and it produces the exact morning most people spend their first hour fighting against. Tonight, that changes. Here are the 5 rituals the Sensei practices in the last 30 minutes of every single day, and what each one does to the mind and body before sleep arrives. Ritual 1, the hard stop. The first ritual begins not with something you do, but with something you stop doing. At a specific time you choose tonight, not when the work is finished, not after one more episode, you stop completely. The brush goes down, the screen goes dark. The day is declared finished regardless of what remains undone. Most people never do this. They let the day bleed into the night without a defined boundary. Work thoughts mixing with rest, unfinished tasks mixing with attempted recovery, the nervous system never receiving the signal that the demands are over for today. The hard stop is that signal. It is the line drawn between the day that was and the night that needs to be. The Sensei teaches that a day without a defined ending never truly ends. It continues running in the background, like an application left open that drains the battery all night, even though you are not using it. And a mind that ran all night produces a morning that already feels behind before it begins. Choose the time now, before this video ends. Say it out loud. That time is your hard stop, tonight and every night. Ritual 2, the physical transition. After the hard stop, the body needs a signal that is different from a decision, something physical, something that the nervous system can feel rather than just understand. The Sensei's physical transition is simple. He washes his hands and face with cold water. That is it. Not a shower, not an elaborate routine, just cold water on the hands and face, a sensation that is impossible to ignore, that brings the attention fully into the present body and pulls it out of the abstract mental space where the day's work still lives. The principle behind this is direct. The nervous system responds to physical sensation faster and more completely than it responds to intention. You can tell yourself the day is over and still feel it running, but cold water on the face communicates something to the body that words cannot, a clear, undeniable signal that the environment has changed and the mode of the organism needs to change with it. It does not need to be cold water. It can be a specific piece of clothing you change into, a particular chair you sit in only at night, a cup of tea prepared in a specific way. The content matters less than the consistency. The body learns what comes next from what always came before. Enough repetitions, the physical transition becomes the switch. The body begins preparing for rest the moment the ritual begins, before the intention to rest has even fully formed. Ritual 3, the open loop audit. This is the ritual most people resist most, and the one that produces the most immediate difference in sleep quality. Before the mind can genuinely rest, it needs to know that nothing important has been forgotten. Not that everything is done, simply that everything that needs to be held has been placed somewhere safe outside the mind, so the mind doesn't need to hold it through the night. The Sensei spends 5 minutes on what he calls the open loop audit. He takes a piece of paper,
physical paper, not a phone, and writes down every unfinished thought, every pending task, everything that is sitting in the background of the mind, asking to be remembered. Not to solve them, not to organize them into a system, simply to transfer them from the mind onto the paper, to give the mind permission to let go of what it has been holding because it now exists somewhere outside of it. Research on this is consistent and clear. Writing down unfinished tasks before sleep significantly reduces the time it takes to fall asleep and improves the quality of sleep that follows. The mind is not kept awake by problems it cannot solve. It is kept awake by problems it is afraid to forget. The paper remembers. The mind can stop. 5 minutes, 1 piece of paper every night. Ritual 4. The one true thing. After the open loop audit, after everything that was pending has been placed on paper, the sensei does something that took him years to teach and that his students consistently report as the most powerful of the 5 rituals. He writes one sentence, just one, the one true thing about today. Not a gratitude list, not a journal entry, not a summary of what happened. One sentence that captures something real, something that was learned, something that was felt, something that shifted, something that was seen for the first time. One true thing, written by hand every night. The sensei teaches that a life examined one true thing at a time accumulates into self-knowledge that no amount of self-help content can produce. The insight doesn't come from the writing, it comes from the daily practice of looking honestly at what actually happened, not what was planned, not what was hoped for, but what was real. Over 30 days, this practice produces a document of your actual life, and your actual life, examined honestly, always has more to teach you than any book about how life should be lived. Ritual 5. The darkness and the temperature. The last ritual is the most biological and the most consistently ignored. The body needs 2 specific conditions to enter deep restorative sleep: darkness and a drop in core temperature. Not partial darkness, complete darkness. Not a cool room, a genuinely cool room. These are not preferences, they are the ancient biological signals the body uses to begin the process of deep recovery. Most people sleep in rooms that are too bright and too warm. They wonder why they wake up unrestored. They increase their sleep hours without improving their sleep quality, and they address the symptom, the tiredness, without addressing the cause, the conditions that prevent genuine recovery from ever happening. The sensei's last ritual before sleep is simple. He opens the window slightly, enough for cool air to enter. He eliminates every light source in the room, not dims them, eliminates them. The blinking standby light, the glow from the hallway, everything. Then he lies down in the dark and the cool, and he breathes. Not a breathing technique, not a meditation protocol, simply 3 or 4 slow breaths with the awareness that the day is finished, the open loops are on paper, the one true thing has been written, and there is nothing left that the mind needs to do tonight. The body does the rest. It always knows what to do when the right conditions are finally given to it. 5 rituals, 30 minutes total, every night. Not because they are complicated, not because they require discipline or willpower or the perfect conditions, but because they work in the direction of what the body and mind already want: genuine rest, genuine recovery, genuine preparation for the day that is coming. The hard stop creates the boundary. The physical transition creates the signal. The open loop audit clears the mind. The one true thing anchors the day, and the darkness and the temperature give the body what it needs. And the morning that follows, the sensei says, feels different from the first moment, not because you did something heroic the night before, because you did something honest. You gave the night what the night needed, and the night gave you back a morning that was actually yours. The sensei has one final question before you close this video. Think about what you did in the last 30 minutes of last night. Be honest, not to anyone else, only with yourself. Was it rest or was it collapse? Write your answer in the comments. One word is enough. And tomorrow night, try just one of the 5 rituals. Not all 5, one. The one that felt most honest when you heard it. The next video will be there when you're ready for what comes next.